It's the time. Here, up to yesterday, we have discussed what are the projects you can able to do, or which domain, and each and every domain, how we are going to do the project. These things we are discussed. Suppose we are selected any one project. That means all first class we are discussed. We are having 4 types of applications. Those are standalone application, web application. Like that, we are having types of applications. In that one, first we will see today how to design or develop a web application. If you want to develop a web application, we need one programming language. Here everybody decided to develop our project in Python. So our programming language is Python. Next, here we need one server. Here in Python, if you want to develop a web application, we need one framework, that is Django. What is that one? We need framework Django. Django framework. This framework used to develop a web application in Python. If you want to develop a web application in Python, we need Django framework. So how to install a Django framework we will see today, and how to work with Django also we will see today. So first I will show you how to download my Python. Here with any version of Python you can able to download. But here if you want to download a Python, from where we need to download from official website, that is python.org. From this website you can able to download which version of Python you want. Whenever I'm given the list to you, in the 50, that list having 50 projects, those 50 projects I am developed in the version of 3.7.0. The main problem with Python is which version you are developed, in the same version only we need to run, then only it will give better performance. For that purpose, you can download the same version, it's better. So I will download Python 3.7.0. Which version? Again I'm saying 3.7.0. From where we need to download? python.org, from official website. Okay, and what is the latest version? 3.9.1. and you can go for downloads, all releases. In that all release, we need to check our version 3.7.0 version. Then we need to download. Yes, need to download. Here it will shows all the versions. These are the specific releases. Yes, I need a specific release, that is 3.7.0. This one. Okay, download. Here download means we are using Windows, or you are using some other, or you are using some other. Different you are having now. So which version of Python you want? Parallelly, which operating system we are using also important. Here you can mention, they are mentioned operating system. Here our operating system is Windows. Windows x86 means 32-bit, and 64 means 64-bit. Only one software it will use for both. Okay, so here we will download executable installer. You can click on this one, then automatically it will download. it will download. Just 25 MB it is having. It will download. After download, just we can install and you can use. Simple installation. I think everybody knows. It is asking add path. Whenever you double click on the software, it will ask add path. We need to add that path and we need to install. After installation, we need to check whether it was installed or not. Whether it was installed or not. How to check? Simple, open command prompt, simple type Python. Then it will show which version of Python I am installed. Which version I am installed? 3.7.0. Then here you can able to write a program. Also here, then automatically when you type Python, it moves to Python shell. It is having normal command prompt to shell it is having. Here you can able to write, suppose I want to print something. Simple. I want to print why it is showing like this? Tell me anyone. It is string now. String should be double quotes. Then you can able to display. Like that, a equal to 10 I am typing. Then a print of a. Then 10. What is the type of a? Type means the data belongs to which data type? It is belongs to int type. Suppose I'm written b equal to Venkat. This one belongs to type of b. It is belongs to string. Yes. And if you want to write any addition program in Java, what we need to write? Class and public static void main int a equal to 10, b equal to 20, c equal to a plus b, and everything we need to mention. Here I'm going to mention like this, print of a plus b. Why it is showing b is a string? Yes, here we need to mention a plus c, then it will work. Why? Because c is a string. How we can able to add c a b or b or a? It's not possible. So we can able to add either two integers or two floating points, or one integer, one floating point, no problem. Like that we need to do. Simple, in a single line you can able to write the program. Okay, then Python was installed. It's working fine. It's working fine. Then everybody better to write down. Python is a most popular language. Why it is most popular means Python having rich library. Python having rich library. What are the libraries available in Python? We will see. Write down the libraries available in Python. Most or top 10 libraries you can keep like that. Everybody write down top 10 libraries in Python. Just names, no need to write much more. Why? Because I will share that presentation to everyone. That presentation is having top 10 libraries. Don't worry about that one. Fine. Write down top 10 libraries. First one, TensorFlow. TensorFlow. This is the Python libraries presentation. Just I will show you what are the 10 libraries. I will share those libraries to you. Write down top 10 libraries. These are the top 10 libraries. TensorFlow, scikit-learn, NumPy, Keras. You know libraries? In Java also we are having libraries. Or you can able to call package, util package, IO package, exception. Like that we are having number of packages. Here like that in Python having libraries. What are the libraries available? These all are the libraries available. This example I'm saying 10. But in real we are having rich library, unlimited libraries we are having. Each and every day library they are adding, and each and every day the library update also we are having. So fine, we can able to learn about these are the top 10 libraries we are having. TensorFlow simply you can able to use it for sensor operations. Which purpose? Sensor operations. That means whether the image having person or not, and it is a audio or not. Okay, Google Voice Search, you are using that one. scikit is used for the algorithms implementation. Which algorithms? Machine learning algorithms. If you want to implement, we need scikit-learn. Okay, like that. Next one, NumPy. Simply NumPy. Numerical Python. That means you can able to do the numerical calculations, simple mathematical calculations you can able to do. Sir, normal calculations we are using NumPy. For scientific calculations we are having SciPy. Scientific Python you are having. In scientific Python you can able to do scientific calculations like vectors, matrix, differentiation, integration. Those all things you can able to do with which one? SciPy, scientific Python. Like that, Keras, PyTorch, like these all are useful for each and every purposes. These 10 are most useful libraries to perform the operations to develop any machine learning algorithm and a new application. For that purpose, it can able to useful. Okay. And one more thing, okay, just to learn about each and every library we will install, and how to install the library we will see, and how to install Django first we will see. Keep heading how to install Django framework. How to install Django framework. How to install Django framework. Here simple. First, we need to exit from Python shell. How to exit? Exit of 0. Then you can able to exit Python shell to our normal command prompt. Our normal command prompt. Then we came back. That's fine. Here, what we need to do? I need to install Django framework. Here, how to install Django framework? PIP. PIP is the command. Okay, Python install package. Don't think, you can think, no problem, but uninstall also will use PIP only. PIP install Django. Then suppose I want to install a specific version, sir. Then how? Then you can able to do like that also. Equal to, suppose I want to install 2.2.7. Okay, PIP install Django equal to 2.2.7. Then it can able to download and install. Suppose in my system it's already installed, then it is saying the requirement already satisfied. Then we will check. It's going to install. What it is saying? The requirement already satisfied. That means it's already exist. That's all. Here how to check, sir, it's available or not. Then go to again Python. Here how to check whether Django was having or not. Import Django. When I click on import Django, if Django was not available, it will shows not identified. Then which version of Django was installed? Print of Django dot get underscore version. Then you can able to get which version of Django was installed. How to check? Go to first Python. Why? Because whenever you are having Python, then only we can able to install Django. If you're not having Python, it's not possible to install a Django in our mission. So it was installed. Python example, Django install or not, I don't know. So you can able to check like this. Import Django. If Django was installed, then it's not giving any mistake or any error. It was installed, then directly it will go to the next one. Then which version is installed, I need to know. At that time, we hear like this. Print Django dot get underscore version. Which version of Django we are using right now, we can able to identify. Latest we are having 3.1. Example, I said 2.7, but the latest version of Django was 3.1 we are having. Okay, that's nice. We are installed Python, we are installed Django. Then right now I want to create a project in Django. Keep heading creating project in Django. Here what we are going to do? Creating a project in Django. Creating one project in Django. Suppose if any file or any project you want to create, first we need to choose one location. Yes or no? First we need to choose one location where we want to develop or write our program. We need to decide first. Here in my computer, I will decide what are the, here I am having D drive, E drive. Example, I will choose E drive. In that E drive, I want to create my folder, that is Django projects. Here that this in this location, I want to create my Django projects. In this location, I want to create my Django projects. So here, how to create my Django projects here? First, we need to go to this location. That means which location? E drive Django project. In the same location, I want a command prompt. Then simple, when you type command, the same location command prompt will open. The same location, the command prompt will open. So here my intention is to create a Django project. Each and every Django project, how we need to create? By using commands only we can able to create. By commands only we can able to create. Here creating Django project. What is the first step? Choose location. Then go to location. Then open command prompt. Command prompt. Then creating, how to create a project. Here that one also having a command. Command to create Django project. Everybody has to note down better. What is the command? Is Django -admin start project project name. This is the command to create a Django project. It is a command to create a Django project. Here we will create. How to create, we will see. What is the command? Django-admin start project. What is the project name? Any project name. Here I want to create the project name is my project example. So then click on enter. It will create the project. It will create the project. Then we will check whether the project was created or not. Here you can check. Before I'm having only Django project. Inside nothing I'm having. But whenever we are given the command Django-admin start project name, that project name is here my project. Inside my project, what are the things are available? Manage Python file, and inside one more my project, and here we are having 4 types of files we are having. Each and every file having its own specific usage. Each and every file having its own specific usage. We will see one by one. This is the web application in Python. This is the structure of web application in Python. That means first we are having a project folder. Inside we will create one more folder with the project name. And third one is manage.python file is there. And inside the project folder having a number of files. What are those files? First, we are having init file, settings file, URL file, and WSGI file. Okay. So these things we will see one by one. Here, this is the structure. Automatically, it will create. Then, what is the use of manage.py? Here, manage.py. Better keep heading and write down. Otherwise, unable to remember after some time. So what is the beauty of programming language is whenever you are listening, it is very easy to understand. But whenever trying to practice, we are unable to remember single command also. That is the beauty of programming language. Better to write down, then you can follow those steps. It is better to easy to work with any programming language. Okay, that's fine. Here, what is the use of manage.py? Here manage.py is used to run the web application. Manage.py is used to run the web application. That is the use of manage.py. And inside we're having 4 files. What is the use of init.py? Init.py is refers the Python packages. Init.py refers Python packages, and settings.py is used to do the any setting. That means if you want to add one more module, we need to set in a settings.py, and we need to add database connection. We need to set in settings.py. Everything we need to do the setting in settings.py only. We are not written a single line code, but you can observe how much code was created in settings.py. Django having inbuilt some, these all are applications. Here application is different, project is different in Django. Django, just now we have created a project now. Django project contains applications. Django project contains applications. Simple, we will see Facebook is one project. Inside registration is one app, login is one app, and some other is uploading a image is one app, charting is one app, like that each and every app. How many apps were created? Those all apps we need to configure here. How many apps you are creating, those all apps we need to configure here. Like that, any database connection, here we need to write the database connection. Write the database connection. Screen is recording. I think my side internet connection is good. Maybe your side, I think so. Fine. Here like that, any validators and templates, anything you are having, we need to set in where we need to set in settings.py. Like that, URLs. How we need to open the URLs? Here we need to configure the what are the URLs we are having. Default admin URLs is here, admin. Like that, any URL you are having, we need to configure those URLs here. Fine. And the next, WSGI. What is the abbreviation of WSGI? Web Server Gateway Interface. Web Server Gateway Interface. That means if any server related code you are having, we are going to place here. Any server related code is having, we need to place it here. That is the advantage of this one. Okay, fine. Up to this one, you can able to practice today, and better to for tomorrow. Everybody has to connect. Maximum members has to connect in system. At least for batch one member, we need to connect. And tomorrow we will write the program. Up to now, I'm not yet written the program. Just I'm created the project. Okay, but tomorrow will take more than 1.5 hours. 45, 2 sessions will take. Okay, everybody get ready for that one. Fine.